Friction, an important force. Physics lesson 4. Press your hands together. Rub them together. You should be able to feel the force of friction that each hand exerts on the other. Rub your hands together hard and they will start to get warm. You have observed the heating effect of friction. That's useful on a cold day. Friction is a force that can appear when two objects are in contact with each other. In contact means touching. The picture shows a heavy box lying on the floor. Imagine that you are trying to push it. If you try to push it to the right, the force of friction pushes back in the opposite direction to the left. Eventually, if you push hard enough, the box will move. Your pushing force is greater than the force of friction. The force of friction makes it difficult to move a heavy object. The direction of friction. We say that friction acts to oppose motion. To draw a force arrow to represent friction, you must ask yourself, which way is an object moving or trying to move? For example, the heavy weight in the picture is trying to slide down the slope. This tells us that the friction acts up the slope. Without friction, the box would slide down the slope. Investigating friction. You can use a force meter to measure the force of friction. The diagram shows how. Place a wooden block on the bench and pull it with a force meter. When the block just starts to move, the force meter will show you the value of the force. You can investigate the different factors that affect the size of the force of friction. Here's how. Add weights on the top of the block to make it heavier. Turn the block so that a different face is in contact with the bench. This changes the area of contact. Use a material such as paper or cling film to cover the surface, making it rougher or smoother. Summary of the lesson. Friction is a force that acts when two surfaces are in contact with each other. Friction acts to oppose motion.